Hey, I'm Josh.
And I'm Layla.
And this is Jayla in the morning. So we're going to talk about how to solve a frustration, right?
Yeah.
And I think the best way to do that is what we did this morning, which is spend quality time together.
Yeah. It's inconvenient.
Yeah.
But it's very helpful.
Took many hours. I think because, the week, it tends to pull you away from each other with work and with kids and the other obligations that you might have. It's important that you can sit with each other, look at each other, make eye contact, and be able to really talk through things that maybe frustrated you about the week or the day.
Can I say something on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's important to acknowledge that when we have the frustration, and what we're going to talk about with the quality time is to not minimize that conflict happens, right? We don't want to live ignorant of that, but I heard somewhere that conflict is growth trying to happen, and that gave me peace. Because it's not like conflict isn't going to come up, right? That's why we do this show.
Yeah.
But it's that conflict is a signal that growth is trying to happen. And when we set aside quality time with each other, that is the medicine that we need that allows the growth to actually happen inside of our relationship.
That's a very good point. And I would expound on that in that every time I think that we've had that rub, that conflict, and we've took the time to talk through it, that we have seen growth happen, that we're happier with each other, and then we have great sex.
Yes. So what does that quality time look like? What does that look like for the listener or the watcher today? How would they actually do quality time that's going to yield to life and process those frustrations?
I think the biggest thing is to hear each other out.
Yeah, that listening component.
Right, to take turns.
It's not easy to quiet the story in my own head, to just be fully present to hear what's going on in my partner.
Right, exactly. You got to pause the story that's inside of your mind, and you've got to stop the defenses that you might be. It's like a totally different box. Like for a man, I got to put myself in a different box, that I am not defending myself in this moment. I'm listening to what she has to say, and then I'm going to repeat it to her, and then I'm going to think about how she must have felt in that situation and express that to her.
Right. So I really like it when he just reflects back to me or mirrors a little bit about what I'm trying to send him, the message I need to be heard on. And then when he validates that, I'm like, whew, I feel like I was heard and validated. And then even that empathy, but to not just so that I'm heard, but to also give him that same gift of saying, okay, whew, I feel heard. Thank you for listening, not judging me or not trying to fix my thoughts. And then to be able to pause my mind and then give him the same gift of listening wholeheartedly.
Right. That's important that you do it the other direction too, that each person gets a turn.
Yeah, keep that balance.
Let them feel, fully heard before you switch positions and, the other person is heard.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of wondering who out there is excited about spending quality time, because it's not easy to take quality time, to carve it out, to block out distractions. But I want to just share a little bit about that process. Is it happens organically. Sometimes you might have to schedule it. Sometimes you might have to say, okay, from 9 to 11 on Saturday mornings is our sacred time, and it's just us. But sometimes in a moment, if you sense your partner is frustrated, to become the listener for them. to ease that, because otherwise there's potential for it to get stuffed down and it's going to come out sideways later.
And you brought up a very good point this morning, is that you like to be invited.
Yeah.
Invited to share.
I love to be invited to share what's on my heart, so that I'm not dumping everything on Josh and like blindsiding him with a share, to just make sure that we're both committed to that time together, that we're in agreement. We're not trying to steal quality time. We have to like actually be in agreement that we're going to have quality time.
Yeah, because we both have to get in the right mindset.
Right.
To send and to receive.
Right. To listen and to share open and honestly with the person about how I'm feeling, not what you did, but how I'm feeling about what happened.
Yeah, and you might not get it right the first time or the first 20 times.
Totally takes practice.
Yeah. The important thing is to keep trying, to keep doing it, to keep scheduling that time together.
Yeah.
And then, also date nights, right? And fun things together. So you don't have to just, talk about your frustrations all the time. Once you get that stuff out of the way, then you can have a date. You can do what it is that brings you joy with your partner.
And it builds connection. That quality time that you carve out, it builds trust. It adds unity to the relationship. It fortifies like who you are as a couple, and it strengthens that bond. And I think that to me is one of the top benefits to making time for each other, to really listen to each other, is that fortified connection as you do life together, and not working against each other, but really being a united front on things.
Yes, thank you. I'm glad that you brought that up, because that was a very big one that I wanted to cover today, was that you're fortified, and that can be against,
intrusion.
Yeah, any kind of intrusion,
Intruders.
right? It could be
Creepers.
A friend
Sure.
of your spouse, or it could be somebody that just sees an opening and is like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Right. I need you.
And it could be your kids.
Sure.
Like your kids can see when you guys aren't unified.
When there's a chink in our armor.
Yeah, they're going to try to play you against each other to get what they want. It's just natural human nature.
You parents have been there. I know you have.
People can sense when the couple is not in lockstep, in harmony, and that they haven't spent quality time together.
And on the other side of that, they can totally tell when you have spent time together, when you have that fortified union. People are attracted to that strength,
right,
to that bond, and they're like, how did you get that? I want that.
Right.
And it's like, okay, are you willing to do the inconvenient work to spend that time to nurture each other, to weed the garden of your relationship, pick out the little frustrations?
So on the flip side, people that see that you're strong will respect that you guys are strong together.
That's right.
And they're not going to try to play you against each other.
It's going to like deflect people that would normally try to suck your energy.
Right. So those are the benefits of quality time. And we just want to encourage you to make time for your spouse. And spend time together, talking with each other, voicing any frustrations you might have, so that you can have harmony between, and you can enjoy life together.
Yes. So I just encourage you that it's worth the time that it takes, so that you can continue to have that benefit of connectedness with each other when you take quality time to relieve those frustrations. So make sure that if you haven't already, subscribe to the Jayla channel, like the videos that encourage you, and make sure to share them. Share them on other social media channels, share them with friends and family, whether it's a direct text message or whatever, because we want to see you have the best quality marriage that you can, no matter what. So thanks for joining us. We'll see you again soon. And it's Jayla in the Morning.